Hey, so I know it's probably been like 2 months, 3 months. I'm not really sure when the last time I made a video was. I just wasn't feeling it for a while, and also, like I said in one of my other videos, I deal with anxiety and depression, and it really makes me procrastinate sometimes, and it's not like it's super important, like I have to do it, so I will put it off until I absolutely, can't anymore. But that's not the point. Anyways, so I wanted to kind of update, and today is July 3rd. I keep forgetting about the 4th of July because when you become an adult and you don't have children, holidays just aren't the same anymore. You just don't remember them. You don't think about them. So, I know that was not really whatever. Anyways, so today I went to orientation for a new job that I start on Monday. And speaking of like depression and anxiety, I have really bad anxiety. Like, it doesn't feel as bad right now. I've kind of calmed down. Like, I have general anxiety about most things, and so starting work, on Monday, it's not necessarily the job itself that makes me anxious. It's just, the whole having to go do it, like meeting new people. I'm familiar with the building because I have worked there before under different management. So it's like, yeah, I know the building, and it's a, comfortable area, I guess. It's just like having to get used to like new routines and like new people and all that. Like, having anxiety, I like to know everything. Like, I like to know what I'm doing all the time, I don't like surprises, pretty much. Like, I don't, like, it makes me uncomfortable if I don't know what to expect, which, you can't know everything, so that's why general anxiety sucks so much. But, and also, like, my anxiety and depression go hand in hand, and, like to tag team, and, like, some days, are just bad days, and, like, I go to therapy and everything, but, like, unfortunately, like, my therapist is going to be out for a little bit because she had to have surgery, so I won't get to see her for like a couple months, and I don't just, want to talk to just anybody else, so like I'll have to wait, and I'm kind of like hoping I can use better, I guess, coping skills or coping mechanisms to help get me through the time where I can't see and talk to her. So I feel like that's another thing that makes me anxious, is starting this new job, is I can't talk to her about it, for a while. So, but anyways, like, my anxiety has been so bad. Like, I didn't work for like a year. I'm not exaggerating either. I didn't work for a year because I was so scared of, getting a job where I had to like get used to, whole new routines and like people and like the place, and I don't want to look incompetent, and stupid. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel anxious. Like, I don't want to ask stupid questions that might seem common sense to other people, but it's kind of like the anxiety, is, do you ask the question that you think is stupid and get an answer, or do you not ask and then you don't know and then you look stupid because you don't know because you didn't ask? You know what I mean? So, and luckily though, at this job, I have free reign to dye my hair whatever color I want of the rainbow, which is awesome because they don't let you do that at just any job. And my hair is a faded kind of gray, silver, blondish, green tint going on here. I'm not really sure, but I want to dye my hair really bad, because I got the itch again, but I don't have any money. Gotta wait on that. So, but, I can have like all this. The only thing that I was told was pretty much like to cover my nose piercing with a band-aid. So, I mean, whatever, I can do that. I got a little breakout going on down here. But anyways, let me think. I just got a message, that's what I'm looking at. Like, I'm excited on one part, to start this job, because like I said, I haven't worked in a while, and like, on one hand, it's like, oh, yeah, you know, I get to have some money. Like, it's only part-time right now, so it's kind of like, on one hand, I'm like, okay, that's cool, you know, because that means, like, to my anxiety, it's less time to be there, so less that I have to be anxious about, I guess. But at the same time, it's, like, less money, so, on the other hand, I'm like, oh my god, you know, it's not that much money, like, what am I gonna do, and all this, you know, just whatever. I figured I'd come on here and vent a little bit, so just kind of get things out there. And like, when I get really depressed and anxious and stuff, like, I will withdraw myself from people. Like, I have a very small circle of people that I talk to on a pretty regular basis, so like, there will be days when I really don't talk to anybody. So it's kind of like, and now that I can't really talk to my therapist, and I don't really have anybody to talk to, or anybody that I want to talk to, you know, it's like, I gotta vent, get it out. Otherwise, I'll sit here and just, like, think about it, and overanalyze, and just worry myself about it, you know, and, which I'll still worry about it anyway, but it's like, if I can put it in a way to where, like, I like lists and organization. Even though I'm a messy person, I like to, like I said, I like to know. So, like, I will write things out. And it's like, if I can get myself in a state of mind where it's like, okay, I know, you know, I'm this, I'm going to be doing this. Like, you know, it's like, I can put it in a way to where it makes me feel better. Because I mean, with this job, there are gonna be some surprises, and, like, you know, it won't be exactly routine, which is one thing that, you know, I mean, I've done this job before, and it's kind of like, it can be kind of stressful. So, I mean, like, I know I can handle it, but at the same time, I'm just gonna worry about everything. You know, so, what a great video back after a couple months, like, hey, I have anxiety. So, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to catch up on. Okay, so, I'm almost done paying off my car. I'm pretty excited about that. I've got 5 payments left. 5 payments left. I'm almost done. I'm so excited. Speaking of my car, it's on E right now, and I've got maybe $3 to my name, and gas is like $2.53 where I live. So I'm not going to be getting much of anywhere. I don't know what I'm going to do about that, but you know what? I'll worry about that later. So, I've been drinking my water. I don't drink a gallon of water anymore, but I do drink, like 3 to 4 bottles full. So, I just spilled that on myself. I always forget everything. It's like the more I try to think of something, the more I forget it. I never did that second part to cleaning my car, the interior, yet. I mean, I probably really need to, but I procrastinated and I'm lazy. And do I still have that stuff? Probably. I'm really bad at, like, at stuff. Like, I've been saying I need to wash my car for like 2 years, and I don't know if I've ever washed it since I've had it. Probably at least once, right? Probably. Like, my friend actually wrote in the dust on the back windshield, "Wash me." And I was just like, well, sometime, eventually, you know, I'll get to it. But, I need to put windshield wiper fluid in there. I need to check my oil. I need a front end alignment like nobody's fucking business. I've been needing that done for like a year, but you know what? You gotta have money to do that. I need new tires. but you need money to do that. I'll worry about all that shit some other time. Oh yeah, I'm officially at half an inch. I think I was at like a half size before this one, so it wasn't exact. I don't remember the millimeters. I think it was like 12, or I don't remember. I don't know, but I'm officially at half an inch. I've been trying to get out like and walk more and exercise a little bit. And by exercise I mean like walking, you know, because I'm lazy and don't like to actually exercise. So I've been watching what I eat, you know, like not eating junk all day, not eating when I'm like bored or like emotional. Like, believe me, like a little while ago I was feeling not hungry, but like I wanted to eat, and I was telling myself, it's not because you're hungry, it's because you're upset, you know, you're anxious, so it's something to do. And I talked myself out of it, you know, like I didn't eat any junk or whatever. I was so proud of myself. Like I didn't drink soda for a whole month. Last month I did this challenge thing, or I did some of it anyway, where it was like, you don't drink soda, you don't eat chips or fast food, deep fried, you don't eat like candy, cakes, and cookies, which if I did eat any of that, it was very little. I didn't drink soda like all month, which for me, you know, I can give up soda, like it's not that big a deal. I've done it on and off, you know, over the past so many years. I mainly just drink like coffee and water. I don't eat a lot of deep fried things or greasy things. Like, I have an air fryer. I love that thing. It is fucking awesome. I'm more of a like, I will grab whatever's available, you know. So I've gotten healthier snacks, I guess, healthier foods, and it has like the nutrition facts like right there. So I've been trying to also do like serving sizes according to the nutrition facts, you know, not just like, because your eyes can be bigger than your stomach and you'll end up eating more than you intended to, you know, and getting like too full. So I've been paying more attention to like the labels on everything. Speaking of that, like I saw this post on Instagram where it was like coffee protein shakes, and you can use like, I don't know if it really matters what the brand is, but you can use like the little protein shakes, which I got the Atkins ones from Walmart, and it's cafe caramel, and you just like pour it over your ice with like plain black coffee or whatever you like to make it, and you know, make a coffee protein shake. And I've been enjoying doing that. Actually, it tastes really good. I was afraid it wouldn't taste good and that it would be bitter, but it actually tastes like really good. So and I think those are around like $6 for a pack of 4, but don't quote me on that, I'm not really sure. This video is just going to be a lot of rambling. It's probably going to be a long catch-up video of just rambling. I tried to do my makeup earlier today. I did a little bit, which it was like way earlier in the day, so I mean, it's like probably melted off because it's humid as fuck here. And all I did was like a little bit of eye makeup, and I tried to do some contour, which you can't even see because, like I said, I guess it melted off. I don't do foundation a lot because I just don't feel like it. Most of the time I don't need to, you know, because my skin stays pretty clear except for this. The buns are good. This month is Casper's second gotcha day, and for people that don't know what that means, like their gotcha day is like when you adopted them. My friend gave him to me because we had another bunny that we shared custody of, and it passed away, and she saw how upset I was about it, and she surprised me with Casper like the next day or a couple of days later. I'm not sure how old he was at the time, but I estimate that he was probably like 6 weeks to like 2 months old, maybe. I'm not sure. So he is around 2 years old now, but his gotcha day is July 25th. So gonna celebrate. And then Todd, her gotcha day is in October. So, she's over there squished between the food and water bowl and the wall. I don't know why they like to do that, but oh, whatever. Man, I just don't have that interesting of a life. I feel a little better though now that I've been talking and like just venting, you know. I don't feel as anxious, whereas like 20 minutes ago I could feel it in my chest, you know, like where it kind of feels tight, you know, like you got a weight on you pretty much, and it's just like the anxiety and just the worry about things, and it's just like ugh, you know. But now I feel better. I'm glad, because I'm hoping that I could just like calm myself down. Like, I know I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, you know, and I could just, I know logically it's like, it's not that big of a deal. You shouldn't be that worried about it, you know, like, why are you freaking out about it? But anxiety isn't rational, you know. So I say you know a lot, whatever. Like, so far over like the past month or so, I've lost almost 10 pounds. So I'm pretty jazzed about that. I don't really want to say how much I weigh because I'm embarrassed, you know, but like, I'm not in Wonderland. Let's put it that way. I will be soon though, working on it. It's been a while since I made a video. Like, I was weird and spazzy before, so I was sitting there thinking to myself before recording this, do I even remember how to upload a video? Because it's been so long. I don't think people really watch them or really care anyway, but if I do get the money to get some hair dye, which I'm not really sure. I thought about bleaching my hair. I know I probably said in a previous video that I wouldn't, but I might. I don't know. I probably would if I had the chance, because it's just so grown out that, like, I want to dye my hair a fun color. I don't want to say which one, because one, I'm not sure, and two, I don't want to spoil the surprise, because if I do, I'll make another video. But, like, I want to do another fun color, and my hair's just grown out so much. I'm not sure what would happen with if I dyed over this, because it's like, I don't know, it's almost like a silver gray, blondish, whatever. But like, I gotta do all this before I can do another color, and the color I want to do is really pretty. It's like really bright, and it's Arctic Fox at Sally's. I just gotta get the money for it. It makes me sad. I need the money to dye my hair and gas so I can go get it, you know. Oh, something interesting. Like, a few weeks ago, randomly, you know how sometimes, like, you'll just get, like, something for, like, the resident, whatever. It doesn't have your name on it, but it's, like, resident or whoever that lives there, right? And it was, like, some talking about doing a survey thing, and they had a $2 bill in there, and it was, like, for your time, you know? And I was like, is this even real? Like, I know $2 bills are real, but I was like, is this $2 bill real, you know? And so I put it in my wallet and kind of just carried it around, and I was like, eventually, you know, when I go to the bank, I'll just ask them, is it real? And I just kept putting it off or forgetting about it or whatever. And today, I went to the bank, and I was like, hey, just for shits and giggles, is this real? And they're like, yeah, it's real. And I'm like, cool. Because I've never had a $2 bill before. In fact, like, the last time I saw one, I think I was probably in, like, elementary school, maybe middle school. And I thought it was a joke back then. I thought it wasn't real. So, and I asked the teller, I was like, can I spend this just anywhere? Because, like, I don't know if stores will just accept it, you know? And she was like, yeah, you should be able to spend it anywhere. I was like, awesome. But I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend it, though, because it's a $2 bill. You don't see it all the time, you know? So, I know, man, I'm so boring. I'm sorry. I'm probably forgetting, like, a lot of shit because it's been a while. Oh, one thing. I forgot all about it. I don't remember when I made that video where it was, like, a vlog where I said I was on the hunt for orange vanilla Coke. I finally tried one, like last month, maybe. And I was like, finally, you know, because at our local Walmart, like, I don't remember seeing them anywhere else, but like at our local Walmart, they didn't have them in individual like bottles or cans. They only had them in like 12 packs or whatever. I'm like, I don't want to buy a 12 packs if I don't like it, then, you know. But they finally had like a 20 ounce, and I was like, sweet, I can finally try this. It tastes just like vanilla Coke. I was like, seriously, I didn't taste any orange in there whatsoever. I mean, it still tasted good, but I was like, okay, what was the hype about, you know? So, I finally got to taste that. I got a burp. I had to get a physical done for this job, you know? And I went to, like, this urgent care place, because I'm poor and I don't have insurance. And, after waiting almost 3 hours, I finally got to be seen, right? It was really busy that day. I don't know why, but it was, like, everybody and their brother-in-law was there. And, the physician lady came in there and she went over all the stuff, you know, checking whatever, and she asked me, she was like, do you have like any skin problems or irritations or whatever, blah blah, and it's like, I've got psoriasis on my scalp, you know, like on the back of my neck. And she was like, oh, can I see it? And I was like, yeah. And I flipped my head over, you know, and I said, it's down here. And she's like, oh, is that it? You know, is that all where it is? And I said, no, when I was a kid it was like all over, but as I got older it kind of just traveled down to the back of my head and the back of my neck, you know. And she was like, oh, okay. She's like, do you have any, you know, like on your arms, your elbows, or anything like that? And I was like, no. I said, I just be ashy sometimes. So I guess I was lucky in that department that I didn't get it like spread all over. I downloaded the MyFitnessPal app, which I had it before. I had it before a few years ago, and I just didn't really use it much. I didn't keep track of it very well. So I re-downloaded that, and I've been using that, so it's helping me to keep my stuff in check, you know. That's another thing. I went to my local favorite coffee shop, and like, I went there a couple weeks ago, and I always get a caramel macchiato, or at least 99.9% of the time I get a caramel macchiato, because that's my shit. And I asked the guy, you know, or I said I wanted a large non-fat, which I don't always get a non-fat, you know, but I was like, I'm trying to watch my calories, right? And I'm like, still new to when it comes to like all this stuff, you know, when it comes to like health-wise. Anyways, I was like, can I get a non-fat? And I said, do you know how many calories that's in that? And he's like, no, like, we don't really have like nutrition facts or anything like that, so, you know, whatever. And I pulled up to the window, and he was like, well, mainly, you know, you won't save that many calories with like the milk part, but like all the sugar and the calories is in the syrups that they put in it. And he was like, you could try getting like half syrup or like a quarter syrup or something to like save on calories and stuff. And I was like, okay, you know, like next time I come, I'll try that. Which, you know, I don't go there that often because unfortunately it's expensive. But also I'm like, I don't need to go there all the time anyway, because I make coffee at home. And it's more like a treat. But I went there today, and I got, which normally I get a hot coffee, but today I was like, it's hot outside, I want to get an iced coffee. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get a large non-fat caramel macchiato with like a quarter syrup, because that's what the guy said, right? And I'm like, it should save me a lot, right? And me and the barista was talking about it. And then this other barista came around, and she was talking about, got to talking about sugar and calories, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And it had whip on it too, which I forgot about the whip, honestly, because I probably would have got it without. And she was like, oh, do you want me to, like, you know, take the whip off? I was like, no, because I don't like to be a fussy customer, you know. I was like, no, it's fine, you know. But I asked the one girl, I was like, how many calories do you think is in this drink, you know? And she said, oh, you know, probably around like 380. And I was like, damn, I thought I was saving some calories. I said, well, if that's how much this one is, then how much is the regular? And she said, oh, probably like 500 or so. And I was like, this is why I can't drink these all the time. I was just like, damn, thinking I'm doing something special. No. But that's why it's a treat, because I don't get it all the time. Because that drink the caramel macchiato that I get, like a large, is close to $6. So your girl don't have $6 to spend on coffee every day. You feel me? I added it up, actually. I added it up just for shits and giggles, because I was thinking about doing like budgeting stuff. I was getting like hooked on these budgeting videos on YouTube. I don't know why. When you're an adult, some of that shit makes you happy. I don't know. Anyway, So this one girl, I think it's Mama's Got a Budget, maybe. I really like her videos, you know, and I was watching a bunch of her videos, and she made a coffee fund because she goes to, like, Dunkin' Donuts every day or something. And I was like, well, how much would it be if I went to my coffee shop every day? And I think it ended up being around, like, $170 a month. And I'm like, clearly I can't do that, you know? So, which I made coffee this morning, and I made iced coffee, you know, and like me and my dad, we go run errands with each other sometimes, just because it's time for us, you know, we can hang out and have fun or whatever, and like keep each other company. And I made iced coffee this morning, and I meant to bring it with me, and I left it outside on the table on the porch. And when I got in the car, I was like, I left that on outside, didn't I? Sure did. But we went and got coffee anyways. So when I got back, by the time I got back, it was all melted and it was hot anyways. So I was like, I ain't that worried about it. I really need to get out the house because honestly, like, I've been a little bit, like, too withdrawn lately. Like I said, my circle is really small. Like, I don't really say, like, I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of acquaintances. But as far as, like, talking to people on a regular basis, or like seeing people on a regular basis, like, it's very, very small number, you know. And it's like, if I don't talk to or see like any of those people, I'm kind of like just sitting by myself and thinking, you know, which is not great when you have anxiety and depression. So, which, I mean, like, I got out of the house today and like yesterday, like, I take Casper and, like, we go to the store. Sometimes, you know, if I have to get anything, I'll just bring him. Or, like, just to walk around, just to get out of the house. And, of course, people ooh and ah over him. Because, oh, my God, it's a bunny. He's so cute. And he's an emotional support animal. So, it's like, I don't like to go to the store or go places by myself a lot of the time. I mean, like, I can be independent, you know. But it's like, I like having somebody with me. Not just because, it makes me feel better. But just because it's funner if you have somebody to talk to and hang out with, you know. But it's also, like, it's not just like this, it's concentrated on you, you know? So it's like, Casper is my emotional support animal, so it's like, whenever we go places, he's the first thing people see, you know? I can't really think of anything super special or important to talk about, so I'm gonna edit up this video and try to get it up tonight. And please forgive my boring ramblings. And maybe, I won't promise anything, but like, maybe I'll post some more videos. I'm not going to make a schedule right now, because I'm just not. Because I'm not going to promise that I'm going to make, you know, so many videos every week or on certain days or whatever, you know. Right now, like I said, nobody cares. Nobody's really watching. Nobody's really, like, just super exciting, you know, waiting on my videos. So, if you stuck around through this video, thanks. I hope you're doing well. Have a great day. Happy 4th of July. See you next time. Bye.